guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nenna and today we're back with another episode of the Not So Berry Challenge. Rosé has invited over the same people from last episode. I really want to get a relationship started with at least one of these people. I don't necessarily think any of them are going to be her lifetime partner in the future. I really want her to get started on this, and we're almost in her junior year, so I feel like it's about time that we do get her going. And even if we can't make it to 20, I think even just 6 would be fine. I love how she just nods at Guy and she's like, yeah, hi. In the last episode, her and Guy kind of had this awkward moment, and it was almost like he was losing his mind, and Rosé was very upset because this was the first guy that she laid her, her eyes on, and he kind of rejected her. Like, he didn't want any of her advances, and Rosé is still kind of awkward and kind of shy, so maybe we can dance together. I really want our first time to be with a guy, even if Irene is going to be like the one that we end up picking as like a second, third, or one of the 20 partners that we're gonna have. I want our first time to be with a man. Is that a weird thought? And I could say that she might be getting more desperate as time goes on. She first gets with a man, and then if there's a beautiful woman, she gets experimental. I said that really weird, but we're just gonna ignore that. And I think I made them all siblings. She messes with one, she kind of messes with all. I don't know, I like it. And I'm guessing, based on my judging ability, the third guy is probably in here. He's always in this room. Maybe he has a girlfriend, maybe he already has someone, maybe we're trying to smooch with the wrong person. I don't know, but at least we're getting to know this guy. And it doesn't help that she really doesn't care about him. Like, she really does. I don't know, I just really wanted to get together. I'm so disappointed that we just can't seem to win over this guy. Maybe he has some problems, I'm not sure. Maybe he's playing hard to get, but he just really doesn't seem interested. I don't know if she would be desperate enough to just get someone. I mean, it does say she wants, actually, you know what? I'm just thinking, she has to go to college. Oh, you know what I'm just thinking? Since she has this one, she wants to flirt with Irene. I'm wondering if she is perhaps a bit desperate for love or to experience these kind of things that everyone else has, but she hasn't. She seems very open to the thought. It's just a little bit weird. Like, Julie's just walking by thinking like, damn girl, you go. Because she doesn't really know what her preference is anyway, so like they've really had to talk about it. Like, Rosie's very apprehensive, bringing up like the romance topic anyway. From flirting, it went to classic dancing. It seems like she really likes being with me. Like, don't get me wrong, I do love being with you, Irene, but we're just experimenting. We obviously have no shame. I think we left shame in the past. Ever since that nose job, shame has just been out of the window. Armin is so excited. He's twitching and doing all sorts of suggestive things, I guess. I don't really know what he's doing. I don't really know if I want to know what he's doing. He's very sad and upset, and he's very triggered, as we can see. I'm also happy to announce that Tim and Tilly are still doing really good. And oh my god, wait a minute. What if she gets with Tim? Oh wait, the obvious answer was here all along. Oh, but would she? I mean, yeah, but I'm just trying to justify this in my head. Why would she do this? Or why would she not do this? She wouldn't obviously do it because she considers Tilly a friend, but then I'm thinking, well, does she? Does she consider Tilly a friend? No, she doesn't. She doesn't believe that Tilly is genuine. She has caught up on the fact that Tilly switches from one person to another, whatever it's convenient. It's not a real friend, like Julie is a real friend. We have come to really learn, get to know and appreciate her, but Tilly is definitely not. So I don't think she would be very hesitant to talk to Tim. I think she would actually be very open to the idea of talking to him. So Pepper, oh my god, I said Pepper. I was gonna send Tilly off to the bathroom. She really had to pee, so she's just getting up, and Rosé kind of notices that he's alone, and she's like, you know what, I'm just gonna try, I guess. I'm just gonna see how it goes. I don't really think they have a relationship now that I think about it, but it's definitely better than what it ever used to be. I don't know if he's loyal or not. I would hope for for Taylor that he is, but it wouldn't surprise me if he wasn't. I mean, he's obviously very attracted to her and he wouldn't be ashamed to say it, and I don't think Taylor would really notice anything because she doesn't really like look out for those signals. She's very oblivious in some cases, and especially since Rosie is in her idea, she's really become a friend now that the girls are kind of leaving her alone. She feels like she has the opportunity to express those feelings a little more than Rosie doesn't consider her as a true friend, even though Taylor is trying to really get to know her and really be a genuine friend. You know, she's trying to like make up for how she treated her at the start. It's still fake because Taylor's only doing this now because they've left her alone, you know, and not because she genuinely cares for her and cares about Rosie. She cares about her own reputation. Now it's suddenly safe enough to do things, you know, it's suddenly safe enough to be friends with her because she's popular, she's cool, you know what I'm saying? So it's still not genuine. It still really isn't, and I'm glad that Rosie has kind of seen through it. It's still very awkward, and you know, I would feel bad for Taylor if it wasn't for the fact that she has been kind of shallow, and I think that she's just she's just pushing every doubt that she has out of the window, and she's kind of saying, you know what, I'm gonna get back at her. I said I was gonna steal your mans. I made this promise years ago, and now I'm finally able to do it, and I will do it. Every man, every woman on this campus, in this world, is going to desire me, and I'm gonna steal everyone's boyfriend and make them pay for what they've done. And Tilly is just her first. I mean, I don't think no, I think Tilly wasn't involved at the other stuff, but still, she wants to make Tilly pay for how she treated her and how she behaved, didn't have her back, even though she claimed to be her friend. So I'm just gonna go and just do, I want to do a first kiss, but I kind of just want to see just once more if it actually, like, if, I don't want her to be rejected again. I think she would take that really bad, and Tim, like, can you fripping, can you come here? Oh, like, can you come here? So let's just kind of, you know, smooth talk him, and I don't think there's anyone around. I love how one sister is showering while the other is just, one sister is showering while the other one is cleaning up the water as she showers. Like, these two share one brain cell. There she goes, her first kiss. As you guys saw, she and Tim just kissed, and it looks like Mandy has caught up on it, but it doesn't look like Tilly knows. They stop holding each other's hands right at the same moment that Tilly comes out of the bathroom. She genuinely didn't see anything. Oh my god, I can't be this oblivious. But still, it works out perfectly for us. I don't know if that counts, but I think once we're out of college, in any case, we could just like line these bitches up and just do things with them. I think she would love to woohoo with them and have more experiences, but I think I want to like ease into it as well. Why are you thinking about a baby? You want to impregnate me, bitch? Is that a sign? Is this the man that she's going to marry one day? That would be fun. I kind of want to take my chance with this guy as well. He seems very open and very fun. She's like, he's not as exciting as the first guy, but oh my god, I think inside she must be screaming right now. She's like, oh my god, I just kissed the guy I had a crush on and he kissed me back. He didn't pull away. I don't know if I'm gonna let Tilly know. Oh my god, no, I don't want you to go to class. We have an exam, so I guess we can't. In case you guys haven't noticed, they are behind. They were on probation, and I don't like it when my Sims fail, so I made sure that they finally caught up, and now they just have to do their assignments so they can, you know, graduate as well. I don't necessarily think they are behind. I think I'll just have them graduate all at once. And I'm also thinking for, you know, the series, I'll probably age up a few Sims in the town, and then as soon as I move these Sims out of college, I'm gonna add them to the neighborhood, and I'm just going to give them like houses and just a place in this world. And if they have babies, like they can, you know, spread through the world as well. And I like having some characters that are indirectly related to you know, our character, but in different ways throughout the years, because Jessica used to be not a friend of Pepper's, but she knew her and she often visited her shop. And now her kids are, you know, not friends obviously, but their kids are, let's say, in contact with Rosie. What if she has a kid and that kid has a kid, and then in the final gen one of her kids ends up with Rosie? Well, not Rosie, I mean, unless she becomes ancient, but I don't know, I like having these kind of red lines through my Let's Plays, and I'm definitely, even if I'm not going to play with them, going to put them in a house and have them have kids and kind of cycle through the, you know, the gens with them, which I think is going to really make things dynamic. But I don't have to think about that right now because, like, first and foremost, we're still playing with Rosie, and this is only the second gen, so we're gonna be here for a while. And it's a nice way to kind of populate the world as well. Like, I'm really excited. I like to think that Jana may have seen something. Oh my god, Jana is admiring him. She's willing to risk it. Oh, wait a minute, that's his sister, never mind. I was like, she's willing to risk it all, but I'm like, no, it's not that deep. Like, it really isn't. I do believe that he has genuine feelings for Tilly, but but as I was trying to figure out, I think that he maybe did something in a spur of the moment, like he maybe felt bad. I don't know what he was thinking. Was he feeling bad? Was he doing it for himself? Did he genuinely like her? I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that he said yes, because he and Taylor have had such a good kind of relationship, but I love being the one who's like in the middle and breaking things up. I definitely love the whole drama of Rosie kissing him and, you know, just messing up things, and said that we were gonna have a revenge, we were gonna get a beauty, we were gonna get a man, and you know what, we're doing exactly that. So this is our next target, and obviously I don't really think, oh, we're not into this guy. You know, it doesn't really help that we don't love a lot of people. Good practice at least. Girl, you do be desperate. So we made it into her junior year, which is fun. I wanted to change something about her. I don't think there's anything else I can really do, and I don't really want to do another makeover. I think for now, I think we've done most of the makeovers. I think we spend the money, we change her face, and I might just in the future kind of, you know, maybe I'll change this because I don't really like it personally, but I think in the future she might have more surgeries. I'll just do it once we're out of college, because I just feel like I want to save up for that shit. You know, I don't want to get some bad college nose job again, or some fillers and it just ended up horribly. It could go well, but I think I don't know, I'm just starting to think that she may have used Pepper's money as well, which would be very, I don't know, would she do that to her mother? I think when you're desperate enough, you may, but I think maybe she, no, you know what, I don't think she would. I think she's afraid of Pepper. I mean it in a good way. I think she wouldn't. I really don't think she wouldn't. I don't think she would. I definitely don't think she would. And now, why is it that we are just not, are we grumpy? What is it? You know, Pepper had this exact same curse that we could not get into it with people. We just couldn't get to be friends with people. Like, no matter what we did, it would just never work, and I just don't get it. I really don't get it. I swear, I feel like I'm trying really hard, but it ain't be working though. If it's going to be this hard, I might just have to spend some time off screen and just get a lot of friendships going. It's definitely less exciting, but I think it would help us out a lot. I like to say that it's becoming, oh, it's already night, and she's just feeling like frisky, and she wants to go and have a first kiss with that person. If she is still here, I hope she is. No, that's something else. That's someone else. I think she might be in here. Talking doesn't work. Why don't we just use her legs and have a good time? That's not what I meant, okay? Go here. Can we just walk in here? Oh, we can. I don't know what you guys are doing in this room. You're always in here, but cut it out. This is my man. Wait a minute. He's actually, wait, he seems into it. Wait, are you actually into it? Wow. So he has humor. Maybe it's, wow. So you finally crack a good joke. The guy laughs and you're just like, ugh, that's so revolting. No, you don't get to go to sleep. Frick, Phoebe, you ruined this. Well, that's great. That's just wonderful. Well, at least it was semi-successful. I'm not gonna drag on the college part. I'll probably, like I said, play off screen and then see if we can maybe visit some campus, like some other lots on this world, I suppose, not per se on campus. And maybe we can have her just go around and make more friends. I could, like I said, drag it on a lot longer, but it would just be so unnecessary. How can you sleep at night, sir, knowing that you cheated on your girlfriend? Oh, it looks like we're a little ahead on people. I like being ahead. Also like being a head. I know that was probably the worst joke I've ever made. Out of the blue, Pepper called Rosé a few nights ago and they basically talked about her future, and Pepper wanted to know how she was doing. And oh my god, what's going on with you? Pepper had called to check up on her little girl, obviously, and she may not be as little anymore, but she still is her daughter, and Pepper has really grown very fond of her. And it was kind of there that Rosé panicked and thought, oh my god, is she gonna visit me? I don't, like, she's just not ready. She knows she did something behind her mother's back that her mother doesn't support. She used maybe her mother's money. I'm not exactly sure how she managed to pay everything because she doesn't have a job. And I know she's from a wealthy family, but does that mean that you have money? I don't really think so, because I think that Pepper probably took away some of her privileges when she, did the things that she did. So I think she had to kind of cope with some form of punishment, maybe some house arrest. I mean, this is all, before we went off to college, but still, she's kind of apprehensive showing her mother her new face. And it's now that she kind of realized, oh crap, I really did this, and I'm stuck with it and I have to face my mom. Like, sometimes you do things and you're like, I'll face the consequences later, but then when you're actually confronted and you have to face the consequences, you're just like, oh shit, I actually have to do it. Her kind of, was just talking about her business. Like, when does Pepper not talk about her business? Honestly, Pepper and her business, she still wants Rosé to take over, and I think Rosé has become a little more kind to the idea, but she still doesn't really like it though. She doesn't want to be a businesswoman, at least not right now. Like, she feels like it's still forced upon herself. It just doesn't sit right. And Pepper kind of had to sigh, and then she, was nodding to herself and to the robots and the cats and thinking, you know what, you're right, I probably shouldn't force my dreams upon you. And then the two of them talked about living, and Rosé expressed that she would really like a place of her own when she comes back home, and that she just doesn't really feel comfortable moving back in after everything that happened and the taste of freedom that she's had. And she really likes just being independent, and she is scared of feeling restricted once again, which I could totally understand because a lot has happened, and I don't even want to touch upon the subject. We're kind of past that, but it was a lot, like, we know. But Pepper said that she wanted to kind of help Rosé, and if, of course, Rosé was okay with it, she could start looking around and maybe purchase a place. And Rosé was like, I don't really want that. Like, I don't want to be dependent on you and your money. I don't want a loan. I don't want to feel like I'm working for you. I want to be my own person, and I kind of want to do this by myself. So it was kind of like she had to tell her mother to kind of back off because she wanted to be helpful, but by being helpful, it would have kind of put her in a difficult position where she would have to pay her mother back, and she just didn't want to be that dependent on her. And especially after everything that happened, I think being independent and not needing anyone is really what she needs, though she doesn't realize this yet, but she's still dependent on people, just in other ways, but not on family anymore. And I think, like, Rosé's also kind of scared, like I said, to face Pepper, so she probably would try and hide and maybe do everything in her power to prevent her from actually seeing her. But I don't really know how she's gonna do that. I mean, I know she will because I'll make it happen, but is she actually gonna successfully do it? I don't know. Of course, the conversation didn't end there. Rosé knew for sure that she didn't want to move back in. She did say that she wouldn't mind starting at like a fixer-upper or something cheap. She wouldn't mind starting from the bottom and working her way up, because that's what her mother did, that's what Pepper did, and she does take her as an inspiration, and she really values the hard work that she put into things, and she has at least inherited the drive and the ambition to make something out of her life from her mother, which I think is really good and really cool. And I'm sad to say that she also has her mother's grumpiness and awkwardness with social conversations, because we know Pepper offends everyone when she talks and is any bit social. Oh my god, she really wants to kiss it again. Girl, you only have 2 out of 20. We need 18 more, okay? We're gonna kiss plenty. And I kind of want to invite over that one girl again later, but we'll do that after. But Pepper then said that there has been a house that's recently been put on the market, but then it was declared unlivable because it really needed some things done. And she kind of said, like, it's not like you can just move in at any time, but if you really want to start and from the bottom, I think this is probably the lowest that you can get. And especially since Rosé doesn't have much money of her own, this is probably all she could afford by herself, which kind of pains Pepper as well, because she has all this money and she's always given Rosé all this wealth, and now she doesn't want it. Like it I don't know, it just, it just feels kind of wrong, like you're doing your child short, but this is what she wants. She doesn't want to be spoiled. So I mean, I get it, but I also get Pepper's side. It was probably the only thing that she could afford, and even though her mother was kind of like, I don't know about this, Rosé happily said yes. And then Pepper was like, no, I can't let you live like that. Pepper didn't necessarily disagree, but she said that there was only one condition. Under one condition could she move into that house. Even though she mentioned it herself, there was still a condition. And Rosé was already ready to sigh and be like, oh, of course, you want me to work in the store? Like, that's not gonna happen. But Pepper just surprised her and said, I want to make it livable for you. Let me renovate it so at least you have a bathroom, a toilet, and even just a bed to stay, and you can take care of the rest. I just want to make sure that it's livable for you. That's the only thing I ask. I don't care what you do with the house after that, but please just let me do that. And Rosé kind of chuckled and said, well, you know what, I actually can't say no to that, because the thought of having not even a toilet is like a little too much work. And the only reason that Rosé agreed to, having the worst of the worst is because she knows that the only thing that she could afford is the worst of the worst. So she figured that if she told her mother that she wants to fix her upper, she would get the cheapest thing out there, and then she wouldn't have to move in with her mother. It's pretty thought through. And on top of that, Rosé has then decided that, you know what she could do? She could just move into the house straight after college and never see her mother again. So she wouldn't even have to see her face. She would have never known. That would be kind of funny and kind of interesting and very naive. Rosé. Pepper will come to your house. She has to climb through the fucking window. She will. Anyway, I'm gonna end this episode here. I want to say thank you all so much for watching. In the next episode, like I said, I'm just going to kind of speed through college. Still can't make up my mind apparently, and I will set her up with some people, and maybe we're gonna go onto some lots. We're gonna visit some lots and maybe spend some time with the twins. But either way, we are going to probably do 1 or 2 more episodes on college or in college, and then we're done with that chapter and we can finally start our life outside college, which I think is pretty fun. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.